The journey for me started a very long time ago. I grew up in New York, and my interest in plants, my passion for plants was innate. When I went to the grocery store, or the greengrocer as you would call it here, then I would buy avocados, which were very rare in New York and very expensive. I would plant the seed, and it was very, very exciting to see it grow. That was the beginning. That was where it started for me. Years later, when I was in California, I developed this interest in herbalism, and I was able to make herbal ointments. And so I was collecting the raw material, and I was blending and brewing and making these ointments, and everybody was really, really happy. They thought they were really beneficial. So that was extremely exciting for me, because I knew that what I was doing really was helping people. Moving on in my life, I find myself in the west coast of Scotland without any moisturizer that would work for my skin. I had young skin, but still the winds were very drying. So I thought to myself, look, if you can make a herbal ointment, you can make a moisturizer. The result was fantastic. It was a marvelous moisturizer, but it was as greasy as anything. But that was the start. I didn't have a backer, so I sold some jewelry. I went to a local chemist and I bought some raw materials from him. And I bought some really basic pots. And then a friend helped me with labels, and I went to a local printer. And then I thought, okay, what am I going to do with this? So I went down to London, knocked on doors, and just went talking, speaking to everybody. Although it was very natural for me. There was nothing organic. Fair trade, green, that didn't exist. Nobody knew. So I, a kid from New York, just had to, when I went around talking to everybody, I was telling them what should be and how the market should be. Again, when I think about that, I think what guts I had. I don't know how I did it, but I had this vision and I had these ideas of how it should be and the standard it should be, and it was groundbreaking, really. And people were listening; their ears were open. They wanted to hear this. In the 80s, my husband Aaron joined me, and that was really good. So I don't know if he knew what he was getting himself into. I couldn't be prouder today. Here we are 40 years later with a 40-year heritage, the most mentioned brand in the health food trade. We have nearly 50 staff, over 100 products, export to over 25 countries. The values that the company was based on are still as important today. Ethics, quality, high standards, value for money. All part of who we are. All the products were always cruelty-free from the very, very beginning. This was absolutely essential to me, and I'm very proud to say that we are still a cruelty-free range. My hope for Faith in Nature is that we will be known by everybody. We'll be a household name, not only in the health food store where we are now, but in every home. I'm still planting avocado seeds, and I'm still being creative in the kitchen. And I've always said, if you can make a good cauliflower cheese, you can make a great moisturizer. So our products are the heroes. And to come from the kitchen sink to a global brand is breathtaking.